Okay, good morning children, and let's begin with standard 11, that is complex numbers and quadratic equations. So today we are going to deal with only that section of complex numbers. Now, how does a complex number look like? So 10th standard में you studied quadratic equations, and do you remember you used to say that ma'am, if determinant d, यानी कि आप डिस्क्रिमिनेंट डी बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac कैलकुलेट करते थे, एंड इफ द डिस्क्रिमिनेंट डी was coming equal to 0, you said roots are equal. If it is coming greater than or equal to 0, you said roots are real. But जब आपका डिस्क्रिमिनेंट डी लेस देन 0 आता था, तो you used to say that madam, over here no real roots exist, and if no real roots exist, आप वहीं रुक जाते थे. But the chapter now begins from that point. Suppose I say that you had a number, say root of 25. You had root of 25. तो अगर root 25 है, तो you write the answer as plus or minus 5. आप उसको solve कर सकते हो. Suppose you have under root of 49. You say it is plus or minus 7. But over here, roots are possible when any number inside that root is going to be a positive number. Now, what happens if this number inside is minus 25? What happens if the number was minus 25? So, I have minus 25. I can write it as under root of under root of 25 into under root of minus 1. 25 का तो आ जाएगा plus or minus 5. लेकिन under root of minus 1, we don't know anything about this. तो at times we had to stop there कि अब आगे नहीं हो पाएगा हमसे, because under root of minus 1 was not simplifiable. But later on people came up with that concept कि हाँ, अगर अंडर रूट ऑफ माइनस 1 आए तभी भी हम अपना काम आगे चालू रख सकते हैं. नाउ हाउ वुड वी डू दैट? एंड दैट गिव राइज टू द टॉपिक ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स. नाउ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स में क्या करना है? तो उस पर्टिकुलर नंबर को अगर ये जैसे ही मेरा है माइनस ऑफ रूट 25, so I can write this as, suppose this root 25, I write it as 5, and this under root of minus 1 what is there, I symbolize it with I. I symbolize it with I. I call under root of minus 1 as the number I. That is an imaginary number. This imaginary number is nothing but what we call up as iota. Actually the word for that I symbol किससे आता है? So that is for the symbol for the word iota. So therefore 5 into under root of minus 1, that is 5i, that is iota. Now आपने सिंपल नंबर्स पढ़े होंगे, जैसे कि अगर आपका नंबर है 7, 8, तो ऐसे जितने नंबर्स हैं you call them as real numbers. You call them as real numbers. तो अगर real numbers आपको पता है, अब आपको पता चल गया कि 5i जो है that is an imaginary number. तो I have written here that purely real number. Purely real numbers इसको बोलेंगे 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, minus 15, minus 20. They are purely real numbers. अगर under root of minus 1 उसके साथ है, तो मैंने 4i, 7i, minus 6i, they are all called as purely imaginary numbers. Now purely real numbers and purely imaginary numbers. लेकिन अगर मैं इन दोनों को थोड़ा मिक्स कर देती हूँ, I mix up them. Say I write my number as in the form 8 plus ib. I may write it as 3 plus 7i. I may write it as minus 5 plus 8i. Suppose if I mix my real number and my imaginary number, I add or subtract them together and bring them together, then my bringing them together, that is real plus my purely imaginary, so pure real plus purely imaginary, when I bring both these things together, then what happens is I make up my complex number. तो complex number कैसा है? It has a real part and it has an imaginary part. Purely real, purely imaginary, दोनों को add या subtract करते हैं, तो I create a number of the form 3 plus 7i या फिर minus 5 plus 8i, and therefore when I mix them together, I togetherly create something which is called as a complex number. I mix both real and imaginary and I develop my complex number. Now, complex number में 3 plus 7i, so that is real part and your imaginary part. Suppose if I write it as 3, 7 and I try to plot these numbers on the coordinate axis, it is same as plotting your x and y axis, and the study became simple. So basically what did I do? I said minus 1 is an imaginary number and I denote it by I, that is iota. I denote it by I, that is called as iota. Then I said real number and imaginary number, अगर दोनों को मैं mix कर देती हूँ तो I develop z is equal to a plus ib, which is basically called as the complex number. I mixed my real and imaginary and I got it as a complex number. So z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, where I say a is called as the real part of z and b is called as the imaginary part of z. So a is the real part of z, b is the imaginary part of z. Now after that, a small topic we shall deal with. Just I said, every number can be written in the form a plus ib. So my first exercise deals with how to make your number in the a plus ib form and tell which is the real and which is the imaginary part. So let us now begin with a small concept related to how to denote a complex number in the a plus ib form. So let's do that. Now I begin with my exercise, that is 5.1, which deals with how to make a number or how to write it in the a plus ib form. So let me do that. Now I have over here my question number 1. My first question in the exercise, that is, it is 5i. I write it as z is equal to, my question number 1, z is equal to, it is of the form minus, that is 5i into minus 3 upon 5 I. This is the question. Now I have to denote and write it in the a plus ib form. So this becomes, let me do that, 5 and 5 will cancel and I have minus 3 into I, that is I square. I have minus 3i square. Now before some time I had said root of minus 1 is called as I. Root of minus 1 is called as I. So if I square both the sides, what will happen? So I will have minus 1 is equal to I square. So now onwards, while solving the questions, whenever I get I square, I'll substitute it by minus 1. Why like that way? Because minus 1 under root is I. So if I square both the sides, I'll get I square is equal to minus 1. So here also I have minus 3 and this value of I square, I write it as minus 1. Now minus 3 into minus 1 is 3. and I was told that you write it in a plus ib form. So here I do not see any I term, so I just write it as 3 plus 0I, which is equal to a plus ib form. So 3 plus 0I, which is nothing but your a plus ib form. So every question over here in this exercise, you are supposed to write it, simplify it and convert it into the a plus ib form. So this is your first question. Now let us go to the second question. So my second question is z is equal to I raised to 9 plus I raised to 19. So what I do is, I know one thing, that I square is equal to minus 1. I know this value. So I will try to put this value in the question. So I can write it as I square raised to 4 into I, and plus the second term I have here is, I'll write I square raised to, this is 9 and into nothing but I raised to 1. So what did I do? My 9 times, no? So 2 4s are 8, that is I raised to 8 and I raised to 1. Same way, I raised to 19 was there. 19 ko I can write it as 18 plus 1. So I write it as I square raised to 9. So this 2 9s are 18 it is giving, and plus 1 and plus 1. So I have it as, over here, this value becomes minus 1. I square value is minus 1 raised to 4 into I, plus I square value is minus 1 and whole raised to 9 and into I. So what I have here now, these two things together, power, agar power is even, so minus sign will disappear, and if power is odd, the minus sign will persist. So over here, even power, so it will become plus 1 and only I will remain, and over here minus 1 raised to 9. So minus 1, yani ki it is an odd power, minus 1 is raised to an odd power, and therefore this will become minus 1 and this will become minus I, plus I and minus I will become equal to 0. But I wanted to write it as a plus ib form. So I write it as 0 plus 0I, which is nothing but, this answer is 0 plus 0I, which is a plus ib form, which is of the a plus ib form. So what did I do? I raised to 9. First I try to make it as some power I square ka power. So I wrote I square to the power 4. So that gave you 2 4s are 8 and plus 1, that is 9. 19 ko I wrote 2 9s are 18 and plus 1. So therefore I square will now be substituted as minus 1 and even power to plus sign, odd power is there to minus sign, so plus I and minus I, they cancelled with each other and the value became equal to 0. So I have 0 plus 0I, yani ki it is in the a plus ib form. Now let's go to the next question. So next question is, I raised to minus 39. Now what I will do is, I'll try to write it as I square. The power of that I will try to do it like this. Before that, if I don't the power has disappeared and I got 1 upon I raised to 39. Now this I write it as I square to the power 19. So 19 twos is what? 38 and plus 1. So into I will write this I square is going to be minus 1 to the power 19 and into I. Now minus 1 to an odd power. If the power here is odd, तो minus sign will persist, यानी कि बच जाएगा. So this will become minus 1 and into I. So your answer is minus 1 upon I. If I don't want to write I in the denominator, that is generally हम हमेशा कभी I को denominator में नहीं छोड़ते. We don't leave an I in the denominator. So to rationalize the denominator, I multiply by I in numerator and denominator. I multiply by I in numerator and denominator. So this becomes minus I and upon I into I is I square. I into I is I square and I know I square is minus 1. So what will happen here? This is minus I upon minus 1, that is equal to plus I. So answer is plus I. I can write that as 0 plus I, yeah, 0 plus 1I, which is nothing but A plus IB form. That is your A plus IB form. So what did I do? Power was negative. I tried to make the power positive. So I wrote it in the denominator. If you take something from numerator to denominator, the sign will change. So it was negative sign. I took it to the denominator. It became positive. Now I try to make I square. I will try to create I square. Why? Because I square value is minus 1, I know. So instead of that, now I started writing 39 it was. So I wrote 38 plus 1. And that 38 I wrote it as I square into root of I square to the power of 19. I square was minus 1. Minus 1 to power 19. Odd power, so minus sign will remain. So therefore this is a minus sign and 1 upon I. I don't want I in the denominator, so I try to rationalize my denominator. I multiply and divide by I and therefore I get minus I upon I square. But I know I square is minus 1. So therefore minus I and upon I square. That upon I square I wrote it as minus 1. So minus and minus will cancel and I got it as plus I. Plus I and I wanted to write it in the form A plus IB. So I write it as 0 plus I, which is A plus IB form. The real part is 0 and imaginary part is 1. Now let us go to the next question. So the next question which we want to deal is 3 into 7 plus 7i and plus I into I plus 7i. Let's first open the bracket. 3 7s are 21 plus 3 7s are 21i plus I into 7, that is 7i, and plus 7 into I square. I into I is I square. So 7I square. Now let me take the numbers together. 21. Now this number here, that is plus 7. I square, I know that it is minus 1. And these two I add together, so it becomes 28I. So I have over here, if you subtract 7 from 21, you will have it as 14. You will have it as 14. So now I have 14 plus 28i. So I converted it into a plus ib form. I converted into a plus ib form. So what did I do there? First I multiplied the number which is outside the bracket. I opened the bracket where I had 7i square. I square value was minus 1. So instead of I square I wrote minus 1. So it became 21 minus 7. And 21 minus 7 was 14. Sign of the bigger number will be there. And 21 plus 7, that was 28i. So I wrote it as 14 plus 28i. Yani ki a plus ib form, that is 14 plus 28i. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, this is your next question. So I try to open the bracket 1 minus I, minus of minus 1, that is plus 1, minus into plus is minus 6i. So now what do I have with me? 1 plus 1. So that is going to give me 2. Minus I and minus 6i will give you minus 7i. So very simple, and I got it converted into a plus ib form. A plus ib form. Anybody tells you to compare and tell you what is the real part? So a, whatever value you got for a, compare you do, a is equal to 2. So your real part is 2. And it is with I, the number is b. With I, the number is minus 7. So b is equal to minus 7. So I have my imaginary part as minus 7 and real part as 2. Okay, so I wrote it in the a plus ib form. Now let's go to the next question. Now, let us see the next question. The next question which I am having here is, I have two brackets. First, what I need to do is open the two brackets and simplify how much I can. So, I have it as 1 upon 5 plus 2 upon 5 into I minus 4 and minus 5 upon 2I. Now, what I do is, I bring only numbers together and the I terms together. So now I have 1 upon 5 and minus 4. I put them together and then I have plus, now 2 upon 5 and minus 5 upon 2, and I take I terms together. So what did I do over here by grouping? The single number, that is 1 upon 5 and minus 4. I grouped them together in a bracket, and 2 upon 5 and minus 5 upon 2. These both had an I term in common. So I removed I common and I started to solve them. Let me take the LCM. Only 4 means 4 upon 1. Take LCM. So 1 into 1 is 1 minus 5 into 4 is 20 upon 5 is along with an I. So what did I do? I took LCM. I took single numbers in one side and I took I terms together. I terms means say I removed I common and then I took LCM and got the answer minus 19 upon 5 and minus 21 upon 10. And this I put it in a bracket. I put it in a bracket and I say that it is equal to A plus IB. A plus IB. So if you compare, what is my A? My A is minus 19 upon 5 and what is my B? My B is minus 21 upon 10. So this question is over. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Now this is my next question. I have first a box bracket and then minus a next bracket. First let me solve my box bracket internally. So I open this and I have 1 upon 3 is a single number plus 4 is a single number. Then I take I terms together plus 7 upon 3i and plus 1 upon 3i. Now I open this. I apply minus of minus, that is plus 4 upon 3. Minus into plus is minus I. Now I take all single numbers, that is all real numbers in a bracket. So I have 1 upon 3 plus 4 upon 3. This 1 upon 3 plus 4 upon 3 plus 4 all together in a bracket and plus 7 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3, 7 upon 3i, 1 upon 3i and minus 1. Everything had a I in common. So what did I do? I segregated my single real numbers, that is 1 by 3, 4 and 4 by 3. I put them together in a bracket. Now I took terms with I. So I had 7 upon 3, 1 upon 3 and minus I. So all this I took it together. Now let's take LCM of it. So both these have a number 3. So 3 and I can also take togetherly the LCM is 3. So here it is 1 plus 4 and plus 4 3s are 12. So LCM I have taken and the LCM I got it as 1 plus 4 plus 12 then plus. Here also I have to take LCM. 7 plus 1, it is upon 3. Both these have 3 only and then minus. So 3, so minus 3 and into I. So this gives you 12 plus 4, 16, that is 17 upon 3 and plus 7 plus 1, that is 8, 8 minus 3 is 5, 5 by 3 and into I. So this is my A plus IB form. This is my A plus IB form. So I converted into A plus IB. So I wrote my number as A plus IB. So what did I do in the question? I opened up my brackets. I applied this minus sign to both of them. So minus into minus became plus and minus into plus became minus I. Then I segregated, yani separated my single real numbers in one bracket and I terms, whatever terms had an I took the I common and I took all I terms together. So now after that I took LCM and taking LCM gave me my A plus IB form. So therefore I wrote my question in the A plus IB form. Now let's move to the next question. My see next question is 1 minus I to the power 4. So I want to open this bracket first and remove that power 4. So what I do is I write it as 1 minus I whole square and again a square like this thing. And you know that 2 2s are 4. So this 4 I wrote it as 2 into 2. Now why did I do that? Because as and though I know the formula for a minus b ka whole square. Suppose anybody asks me what is a minus b whole square, then I know it is a square minus 2ab and plus b square. I know how to open a square term. So what I did was, it is of the form a minus b. So I wrote it as square and its square. So that now this term I know how to simplify, and so I write it as 1 minus 2i and plus I square and whole square. This whole square is continuous as it is. Whatever whole square was here, I brought it down here also. And a minus b whole square form. So this is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So what does this become? 1 minus 2i and again this I square is minus 1 and whole square. Plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel with each other and I have minus 2i the whole square. And now I square it. Minus into minus is plus, 2 2s are 4 and I square. This I square I know that it is minus 1. So it is minus 4 plus 0i and I convert it into every time a plus ib form. I converted into the a plus ib form. So what did I do? The whole raised to 4 was there. I converted and wrote it as square and its square, and therefore a minus b whole square I wrote it as a square minus 2ab plus b square. The formula I have written it over here, and then plus 1. I square was minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled and minus 2i ka whole square it became. So that is minus into minus is plus, 2 into 2 is 4, I into I is I square. But I know that I square is minus 1 and therefore I got my answer as minus 4, which I can write it as minus 4 plus 0i, that is going to be a plus ib form. Okay, so this is over. Now let's go to the next question which I want to read. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. Now, next question is 1 upon 3 plus 3i and it is to the whole cube. So, if I want to expand it, I want to open it, I should first know the formula that a plus b to the whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cube. So this is going to be the formula for opening a plus b whole cube. Now with that a plus whole b cube, let me open up my bracket over here. So I have it 1 upon 3 whole cube, then plus this 3 into 1 upon 3 whole square into 3i and plus 3 into 1 upon 3 into 3i whole square and plus 3i to the whole cube. So I opened it using the formula a cube plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared and plus b cube. So now I have 1 upon 27 plus I have here 3 into 3 which get cancelled with this 3 square, and I have it as only I. Then 3 and 3 will get cancelled, and so I have it as plus 9i square and plus 27i cube. Now let us further solve it. This I square will become minus. So 1 upon 27, this becomes minus 9 plus I, and this I cube, I can write it as 27. It is I square into I. So this I square will get converted into minus, and so I have minus 27i. Now I take LCM for that, and the LCM which I am going to get is minus 242 upon 27. Minus 242 upon 27, and this minus 27 and plus, so that is minus 26i. So I have taken my LCM, simplified and converted into a plus ib form. I converted into the a plus ib form. I have converted into the a plus ib form. I got it in a plus ib form. Okay, children? So finally I got it into the a plus ib form. Now let's go to the next question here. So next question is, it is minus 2 z is equal to minus 2 and minus 1 upon 3i. Minus 2 and minus 1 upon 3i to the whole cube. Now, this minus sign is common in both. So, I can write it as 2 plus 1 upon 3i whole cube, and when minus is removed from an odd power, the minus sign will persist. So now this minus sign is there, and I earlier also used that formula. Let us use this, that is 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square into 1 upon 3 plus, that is 1 upon 3i plus I have 3 into 2 into 1 upon 3 and I, and it is square, plus 1 upon 3i and it is whole cube. So I have it here, and the box will close, and therefore I have it as minus sign is as it is common, that is 8. Then 3 cancels with this 3, so I have plus 4i. Then I have over here plus 2. 1 3 will get cancelled with 1 3. So 2 upon 3 I square and plus 1 upon 3 ka cube, that is 27 I cube. Now wherever I see I square, I will put minus 1. So I have it as minus 8 plus 4i. I have minus 8 plus 4i. Then this becomes minus 1. So that is minus 2 upon 3, and this becomes over here 1 upon 27. So 1 upon 27 I square into I, and minus 1 into I. Now you can take your terms together. So I have it as the two terms, that is minus 8 and minus 2 upon 3. These two I write it separately, and plus 4 and minus 1 upon 27 with an I, and I will write it separately. And then finally I take them together and take LCM, which gives me minus 22 upon 3, which gives me minus 22 upon 3, and minus 107 upon 27, and into I, which is a plus ib form, which is in the a plus ib form. So exercise first, you were in many of the questions told to convert as what, आपको a plus ib फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करने को कहा था. तो every question whatever you solved till now, this was what, this was your question number 10. This was your question number 10. In all the questions you were told to convert it into a plus ib form, and after that the second question which you are going to deal is to find inverse. The main question 2 is to find inverse of a complex number. So let us learn how to find inverse of a complex number. So I am given z is equal to 4 minus 3i. I am given z is equal to 4 minus 3i, and I want to find inverse. Inverse माने reciprocal. So I want to find 1 upon z. I can write it as either 1 upon z or I can write it as z inverse. Right? Both the symbols are okay. So z inverse means reciprocal of z. So reciprocal of 4 minus 3i. So whenever now you have in your denominator a complex number, you have to rationalize your complex number. So denominator has to be rationalized. Now how to rationalize a denominator? So you have to multiply and divide by its conjugate term. अब conjugate किसको बोलते हैं? So if z is equal to 3 plus 4i, तो conjugate of z is 3 minus 4i, right? Is 3 minus 4i. So middle sign you are supposed to change, and that will give you your conjugate. Suppose it had been z is equal to minus 3 plus 4i. Suppose it was minus 3 plus 4i. So what had been your conjugate? So your conjugate would be equal to minus 3 and minus 4i. Real part you don't change the sign. Only the imaginary portion you change the opposite sign. If it is plus you do minus. If it is minus you do plus. Now I have to multiply. I want z inverse. So what I do is 1 and this is 4 minus 3i. So I multiply and divide by its conjugate, that is 4 plus 3i. The opposite sign. Here it was minus 3i. So the conjugate will be plus 4 3i. Plus 3i. So it is 4 minus 3i. So its conjugate is 4 plus 3i. You multiply and divide by its conjugate, and therefore you get it as 4 plus 3i upon. Now, in your lower classes you have learned the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Same formula you apply it over here. It is a plus b and into a minus b. So you write it as a square minus b square. So this is a square यानी कि 4 square minus b square यानी कि 3i का whole square. So that becomes 4 plus 3i and upon 4 4s होता है 16 and minus 3 3s होता है 9 and I square. So this will become 16 minus 9i square, which I can write it as 4 plus 3i upon. This I square means, the I square means minus 1. So this minus into minus, so this will become 16 plus 9, and therefore your answer is 4 plus 3i and upon 16 plus 9 is 25. You write it separately for both, so therefore you get it as 4 upon 25 plus 3 upon 25i. So you converted into a plus ib form also, and you got the inverse also. Inverse means what? Reciprocal. तो रेसिप्रोकल लेंगे तो क्या होगा? z इनवर्स, यानी कि इसका रेसिप्रोकल 3 का रेसिप्रोकल होता है 1/3, 5 का रेसिप्रोकल होता है 1/5. तो दैट्स वे रेसिप्रोकल मीन्स 1 upon the number. तो 1/4 denominator cannot be a complex number. So you are supposed to rationalize your denominator, and when you want to rationalize your denominator, you multiply it by its conjugate and divide by its conjugate. Conjugate means middle sign, imaginary portion का जो sign है, that has to be, if positive you convert it negative, if negative you make it positive. So here it was minus 3i, so you will write it as plus 3i. So plus 3i you multiply and divide by 4 plus 3i. So therefore numerator only 4 plus 3i, but denominator it is a plus b and a minus b, and you know that a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, and therefore you have 16, that is 4 square minus 3i square. 4 square is 16, 3 into 3 is 9, I into I is I square, but I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into this minus sign is plus, and therefore 16 plus 9 is 25, and therefore you put it as 4/25 plus 3/25, and that's all. And now one or two questions are there, similar type, which you can also try it out, and one more I shall do, and one you can try to solve it, and we can discuss it in the next class, right? So let's do the last question over here. That is, I have root 5 plus 3. I have root 5. I have my question as I have z is equal to root 5 plus 3i. Root 5 plus 3i. So I want to get inverse of this. So how to get an inverse? It means z inverse is equal to 1 upon root 5 plus 3i. And I said inverse means 1 upon, and then I said denominator can never be a complex number, so you are supposed to take conjugate of that and multiply and divide by the conjugate of that number, that is root 5 root 5. It is plus 3i, so conjugate will be minus 3i like this way. So it is root 5 minus 3i, you multiply and divide, and then I have root 5 minus 3i and upon, it is a plus b, a minus b, so it is a square minus b square, and therefore it is root 5 minus 3i and upon 25 minus 9i square. But you know I square is equal to minus 1, so therefore it is root 5 minus 3i and upon is going to be 25 plus 9. 25 plus 9 is 34. So I write it as root 5 upon 34 and minus 3 upon 34 into I. So I also converted into a plus ib form, and I also took the reciprocal, that is inverse of it. So with this, our exercise of the chapter 5, that is 5.1, comes to an end. We will meet in the next class. Until then, thank you and take care.